Hello there, darlings. Welcome to the Clockwork Cabaret. They are old, they are not hip. They are the weird answers that you didn't know you needed or wanted. And now, for a friendly reminder, this show is for adults. That darling DJ duo, Emmett Davenport and Lady Attercop, drink cocktails, have potty mouths, and at least one of them was raised by wolves.
The sound of the cuckoo, you know that it's time for the Clockwork Cabaret.
Hooray!
I am Emmett Davenport.
And I am Lady Attercop.
And I really feel like pausing for I don't know.
Dramatic effect?
Dramatic effect, yes. I don't know why.
I am your lady, the one and only, Attercop. It's too long? Was that too much of a pause, or was that a power move?
I don't know. It was borderline. It could have gone either way.
That's the best. It's you only have one of two directions when you've got a little too long. You either try to salvage it immediately, or you get even longer.
Yes. Yeah.
You have a longer pause.
Sometimes the dramatic effect is brought on merely because someone has forgotten what they were going to say.
With me, it's usually because I forgot. I am on this podcast.
And I don't remember what my name is or the words.
For you. Our listeners.
Now you just sound like a sloth.
This is how we become legitimate, Emmett.
Oh.
This is my legitimate newscaster voice.
I don't think that's how newscasters sound.
I've not watched the news in a very long time. I get all my news from Twitter, which is why I'm a mess.
All the time. All the time.
Yeah.
Everything is a mess.
Yeah. So you heard the ocean's on fire? That seems like a bad thing. That seems like a sign somewhere of a seal opening. I'm not a biblical expert. This may surprise you.
Not at all.
That's not Oh, you know all about my godly, womanly ways. I cherish? Is that a thing? Yes.
You cherish
the Lord?
The Lord of what?
I really want to say chaos.
Yeah, that seems
Because as we've learned over the pandemic, I probably have ADHD, and yeah, that's accurate. But yeah, no, I feel like that seems like a thing that somewhere Indiana Jones should be taking note of, or
stop.
Well, John Constantine,
who moved the rock.
Yeah, who fights demons these days?
I don't know. I guess it depends on what you're watching or reading, I suppose.
Who have we got on the demon fighting roster right now? They should be taking note of this. Whoever they are, wherever they are.
Is Cthulhu going to rise forth from the deep because it's on fire?
That seems like that seems like one of the less racist parts, of a Cthulhu book.
The earth is on fire. The water is on fire, and the deep ones come forth to enact revenge and eat us all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like.
And then there's a whole thing about Italians for some reason, but
because they're swarthy.
Yes, he did not like
Italians. I think he liked them too much.
No, Lovecraft was terrible.
Yeah,
I mean, wrote some interesting novels.
His H.P. Lovecraft's ideas were very good. His writing was terrible.
And full of racism.
And full of racist, but also very indicative of the time that he was a lot
racist for the time.
Yes, he was racist for the time.
Yeah,
but there's
he
a
had
lot
friends
of
being like, "Oh man, dude."
there's a lot of books from that time period too,
Yeah.
though, that you're like, "Ooh, there's some casual racism thrown right in that you seem okay with." Okay,
You just said that out loud in a published work where people could see it
forever.
That we can judge you about it forever
and ever.
Yeah, he was racist even for the times. Be like, Harold, you might want to.
Coward.
Whatever.
Harry. Whatever his
I
name
really
is.
just wanted to call him Harry.
Oh, that's fine.
But I guess Howie.
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 Howie's awful. Howie,
you might want to
reel it back.
Reel that in a little. Chill it out a little. It's like when people are like, well, Poe for his time. It's like, no, he married his cousin and had a relationship with his aunt. And not his adopted cousin and aunt, because for a while I thought that was the case, because he had been adopted.
Yeah.
No, biological ones.
People have been terrible for as long as there have been people.
Well, and people weren't, that was not a cool thing he did. They weren't like, that's cool that you married your 13-year-old cousin. Not. They were like, that's not cool. Howie, to Edgar Allan Poe. Howie, Harry, let's talk about it. You're gonna end up dead in a ditch in someone else's clothing at this rate.
Do you think people called Edgar Allan Poe Eddie?
In my brain, they did now. They're like, Eddie, we gotta talk.
Eddie, what's going on here?
Your cousin Eddie, and how old is she again? Oh, yeah, that's it's kind of an old child bridey, isn't it?
Ugh.
Ed, can we? Is this the daughter of the aunt you were stupping? It's not. Oh, it is. Oh, it is.
It's all weird. It's all weird. All weird.
I don't know if I want to read your poem about your bird anymore.
Nope. Because there's probably some horrible...
I'm not an Edgar Allan Poe scholar. I do still enjoy his, short stories and poetry and stuff, but... Yeah, I'm sure if you dig deep enough, there's some real upsetting stuff in there. Because his life was real upsetting.
Yes. No, I've discovered that a lot of genre fiction writers that from the past that I have read because someone has suggested and told me, oh, well, if you like sci-fi, you should read this, or if you like horror novels, you should read this, and so far. Pretty much the majority of the time, I have read them and then gone, yep, they're horrible. They're just, yep.
Talented.
Like, I can understand why people enjoy them and why they're considered good examples of, speculative fiction or horror. Like, I understand. But for one, a lot of old white dudes with some really horrible ideas. And also, I would like to slap the editors of a whole bunch of because you just let these idiots run rampant.
You just let them run wild with this. You didn't take that out.
Like Philip K. Dick and all of his dreams.
Who okayed this?
Every story of his has some weird dream that doesn't go anywhere. It has no there's no reason for it to be there. It has no point.
It doesn't come back
around. It's just there in the middle of the book because he did too many drugs.
But does it teach you something about the characters?
No.
It's just a total Tom Bombadil moment.
Yes.
It's like, we're just going to have a little fun with this weird man in the woods.
Yeah. It's just thrown in there every time.
Hey, don't come for me, Lord of the Rings fans. You know Tom Bombadil adds nothing to the story. But it's part of the oral tradition and it adds the whimsy. It's like nothing.
Yes,
also, I enjoyed it when I read it as a child, but no, you know that it's there because Tolkien really liked it.
Yes.
Tolkien was like, here's my cool OC. His name is Tom Bombadil. He's the best. He has a yellow hat. He has boots. Let me tell you about his wife and the fishes that swim in her hair.
Wait, is Tom Bombadil the man in the yellow hat?
he's the prototype for Curious Georges.
Man in the yellow hat.
He's not a spirit. Here's his pet monkey. Or chimpanzee or whatever Curious George is supposed to be. I believe Curious George is a chimpanzee.
Though he's always drawn like a spider monkey.
No, he doesn't have a tail. That is one of those. That's one of those.
But he's drawn his shape.
No, he's drawn like a baby chimp.
But
you are. It's one of those Mandela effects. You are creating a spider monkey in your mind.
Because he's drawn very skinny and lanky,
like a baby chimpanzee with a big bulbous head and no tail. I didn't. Everyone, go look up.
No, I did. I just didn't remember the tail, whether or not he had a tail. That's all.
But that's one of those Mandela effect things, and that's why sometimes people think that we're in an alternate universe. It's like the Berenstein Bears. It's not the Berenstein Bears. It's the Berenstein Bears, and everybody only remembers that the Bear family was Jewish, and they're not. And that's proof of where the timelines have split. You've never heard this theory?
No.
Okay, apparently I don't know nothing about God, but I know a lot about weirdo conspiracy theories.
That's not surprising to me at all.
Yes, this is the Mandela effect. It's a whole thing. It's like whenever the collective unconsciousness remembers things one way, but the actual source material is another, like i.e. Curious George's tail or Berenstein Bears. That's where the timelines have split. I've always referred to them as
Berenstein Bears.
It's not. They're not the Berenstein Bears. They're the Berenstein Bears.
Oh well, then that must have been just how it was pronounced to me.
Well, everybody thinks it's the Berenstein Bears. That you're not alone. It's like the Wicked Witch never says "Mirror, mirror on the wall."
You mean the Evil Queen?
Or the Evil Queen. Well, she's also a Wicked Witch.
Yes.
She's both.
But
she can be both, girl boss.
Yes, but Evil Queen is the Snow White.
Yeah, but she never says mirror, mirror on the wall.
No.
She says magic mirror.
Yeah.
But again, everybody remembers it. Mirror, mirror.
Well, it's like play
we're
it again.
We're all living in a simulation.
It's like play it again, Sam.
He never
said that.
We're all living in a simulation.
It's true.
This is where the Matrix is glitched.
And if you would like to join our cult...
you can send us all your money. That's the only, just send us your entire bank account you're in. It is... it is Agony Aunt Studios at gmail.com.
PayPal. Tax collectors will come for us. Don't tell them.
Okay, well, in that case, you can just put it in, take it out of the bank. Non-sequential bills. Small ones, please.
Brown paper now you're bag. Holding ransom?
No, this is how they donate.
Oh.
I'm not saying that something bad will happen to them. I'm just saying they'll never know about the alternate realities that might live
in the world.
That only we can give them the knowledge.
We can see them.
Yes. In a different reality.
For $14.95 a day, you too can see them.
That's right. In a different reality, who knows? We might have been in a dump truck named Gertrude. We might have been puppets. We might have been anything.
We have been in a dump truck named Gertrude.
We have been puppets. This is why you need us to guide you through the alternate realities.
It's like the multiverse. Marvel, put us in your...
Oh, I want to be in a Marvel.
Put us in your universe.
We don't have to be in universe. Just stick us in the new Loki series. We're cool with that.
That's fine.
We're fine with that. We can hang out with a Wilson.
I know. I was practicing my Owen Wilson impression. Wow. Oh, wow.
See? We're already ready.
Oh, wow.
We're ready.
I'm here. You know, in all of his movies, he says, oh, wow. At least once.
Are you sure this isn't a Mandela thing?
No, I watched a video where it showed all of them.
Even in Shanghai Noon?
Yes! Huh. He said it at least twice.
And you know what? If he didn't actually say it, he said it in his heart. Definitely.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, no, I watched a video where it was somebody had collected all the wows that Owen Wilson has ever said in all of his movies. In Bottle Rocket, he said it like 12 times.
He's a man dedicated to his craft, and I respect that.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
I mean, if you're going to get paid for playing yourself essentially in every single movie, I feel like you could say, oh, wow.
Because there's a lot of actors that have made very lucrative careers by just playing themselves. Jeff Goldblum springs to mind. What if Jeff Goldblum ran a planet? Thor
amazing.
Ragnarok. Yeah.
Would be amazing. I decided that I wanted to watch James Spader and Jeff Goldblum in a movie together.
Just doesn't matter.
I don't know what they're doing. It doesn't matter. They can just be weird, old, eccentric men at each other. Maybe make out at some point. That'd be fine.
You're like, if they felt like it, if they felt like spicing it up.
If the scene called for it.
If the moment spoke to them.
But that's what I want. There's something about it because they're both inexplicably weird.
I can watch that.
Yeah. It's just my thing. That's my cult. The Goldblum Spader cult.
The Goldblum Spader must smooch cult?
No, it doesn't have to be this must smooch cult. It just has to be the two of them together. Okay. All right. That's it.
I'm sticking with the multiverse Mandela effect cult. I feel like that could be lucrative. Okay. And then if anybody ever calls me out for misdeeds, I could be like, oh no, you're remembering a different timeline.
Oh, nice.
You are enlightened. Yeah. You should give me more money so that we can explore this together.
We need better names for our cult.
All right, we should think of our cult names while we're playing some music.
Okay.
Oh, I wonder what'll happen if I press this button.
Don't.
Oh.
What happened?
A sign lit up saying,
You're listening to Mad Wasp Radio.
And have you thought about your cult names, Emmett?
I have 2.
Oh.
Because I wasn't sure how I felt about them.
Okay.
My first one is the Magical Unicorn Cult.
I assume unicorns will feature heavily.
Well, yes. Well, because I've decided that it should be a quest for innocence. To regain innocence.
Okay. I see.
We want to be. It is a cult that is firmly based on the idea that naivete and innocence is lost in the world, and that we are trying to recapture the innocence of youth and
there'll be lots of white gowns and flower crowns and eventual blood sacrifices, I assume.
Probably, and there will more than likely be drinking.
Well, that goes without saying.
Because
it's
honestly,
a cult.
Yes, because it's a cult.
If there's not mind-altering drugs and or alcohol, are you doing a cult
But
right?
I, as the supreme leader, the ultimate unicorn,
now,
I will wear all black.
Are you drunk all the time and then deny your followers alcohol? Or is everyone drunk all the time?
I feel like the only way to really and truly to recapture your youthful exuberance about the world is to be drunk all the time.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
So I'm thinking more like, bacchanalia, but not with the sex.
Chaste bacchanalia.
A chaste bacchanalia.
Okay, all right. What's cult number 2?
And then my other cult is called Narwhal. And
it's very Norwegian.
Yes, well, also kind of unicorn based.
Also horn based.
Horn based. Well, they're rare. They're water.
Mysterious. Yes, very in the depth.
I haven't quite figured it out.
You're plumbing
yet.
the depths of the ocean for knowledge. I could see that.
Yeah. I haven't quite figured out what it's all about yet, but the W will be 2 V's.
Oh, 2 V's.
Yes. Yeah. Of course. Yeah.
Well, I'm going with Trash Reigns Supreme.
Oh, which also could be a band name.
Which also could be a great thrash band name. But the world is on fire. Embrace your inner goblin. Live free. Trash Reigns Supreme.
Oh, nice.
And then my second cult thought was the Mandela Chaos Magic.
Oh. Yeah. That's kind of a hippy-dippy...
No, it's going back to my original thing. Every time you think I've done something wrong, I'm sorry, I haven't. That was an alternate reality. Or it's all chaos, baby. And magic, of course, is spelled with a J and a K, because obviously... And also, just kidding. But yeah, they're both very... I'm envisioning lots of found object art.
Yes.
Lots of... kind of possum shrines. We're to set some possum shrines up where you put trash scraps and cat food.
Oh, for the Trash Reigns Supreme?
Yeah. For both. I mean, honestly, what's more chaotic than a possum?
That's true. Or any trash animal.
Or any trash animal. the animals and the people that society has cast aside or looked down upon.
It's like an outsider cult.
Yeah, like a very outra art kind of, you know.
yeah.
Oh, you've been cast aside by society at large.
Do you get to
You're
wear
one of
animal
these
masks?
gutter animals? Of course. Furries
Okay.
are welcome, obviously.
Well, I just meant like
I know,
animal
we
masks
will
and-
there will definitely be magical animal masks and
nice.
also furries.
Okay, that's fine.
Because any, you know,
All people are welcome.
well, and if I mean, like, you want to organize a good cult, you get some furries involved,
Oh,
and they, you know,
they're also very nice. So.
yes, I was gonna say they can organize.
Yeah.
They're good at it.
Yeah.
I'm courting the furry community. I'm like, hey, come join my magical possum cult. There's no part of that, like, at least everyone I know wouldn't be on board for. And if you don't, you know, I'm running into a problem.
What?
I'm courting people I would like.
Oh, yeah.
And then
you
I will
don't-
feel bad about
Oh, yeah.
ripping them off and
Right.
taking their money.
Right. You want.
So I guess Trash Reign Supreme is the cult of my heart.
Yes.
And then Mandela Chaos Magic would be the cult that makes me money.
Yes.
So
You start one to
Fund
to,
the
to
other.
fund the other.
and then I move into Trash Reign Supreme
Yes.
until they find my body mummified in Colorado, sprinkled with glitter and Christmas lights.
Well, I would hope so.
I mean, it's how I've always wanted to go. Well, let's not be fools about this. I know how it's gonna end.
Yeah.
Either I'm mummified in Colorado or the ATF burns the whole place down.
Only if you
One
have
of the two.
Only if you have weapons. Like neither one of my cults are gonna like, we're not stockpiling weaponry or anything.
Oh, we're
not gonna
definitely-
be a doomsday cult.
My cult is definitely stockpiling weaponry.
Yeah,
No, I mean, we're not
mine.
a doomsday cult. The world is already going to hell. I don't need to help it along. Ooh, that sounds very culty.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Oh no, I'm
I
starting.
was
to
thinking
drink
mine
my
would be more
Kool-Aid.
like the power of positive thinking. It would be more
Oh.
like, you know, think it and be it.
So your cult is selling books and doing self-help seminars.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
And my cult is fortifying fortresses
Right,
in
militias.
the mountains
Yeah,
with
yeah.
trash.
Yeah, we might have to have a war.
I mean,
There might be a war between us.
it was always, the podcast was always going to end this way.
It's true. Oh, two sides. And yet somehow I honestly thought I was going to be on the other side of this cult.
You thought you were going to be in the fortified bunker?
Yes, and strangely I'm more of the no, let's go the power of positive thinking. Because that's, you know, that's where I grew up. I know all about those.
Yeah, see? Like, you grew up with, like, power of
Hippie-
positive thinking
hippie stuff.
hippies, and I grew up with antisocial weirdos. So
Yeah.
we're just leaning into our genetic backgrounds. I guess.
Yeah, no, it's true. It's true. This is gonna be.
It's been an enlightening episode.
It has. I feel like I should move several feet to the left of the
Not
microphone.
yet, not yet. I haven't started any fortifications yet.
All
But
right.
if you would like to help me with my fortifications, or you just like this podcast, you can help us out. Either by sending us all your money, or by giving us 5 stars on Apple Podcasts, or wherever you rate and review your favorite podcasts. Stitcher, I think. That's
Yeah,
a rate and
wherever.
review.
Google Play,
Google,
whatever.
wherever you can give us stars. We like them. Or you can support us on Ko-fi or Patreon. Those are both under Agony Aunt Studios. You can donate to us one time on PayPal. I believe I mentioned that link before.
Yes.
Very cleverly.
We also, if you want to follow us on social media, we have all of that listed. All of that information of where you can find us is listed on agonyauntstudios.com.
Yeah, or you could just Google us.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure you can find us that way.
Yeah, it's pretty easy.
We're Googleable.
Ooh. Never.
Not right now we're Googleable. When we start our cults,
We're
total,
just disappearing.
total disinformation.
Also, I'm
lockdown.
gonna have a new name.
That's right. You won't be able to find us.
Yes.
Take that, ATF.
It'll be some weird magical unicorn. I'll be Twilight Sparkles. Wait, that's a
There's already a unicorn and there's already porn of it. You don't want
no.
to be that
I don't
one.
want to be that one. Okay, never mind.
Madam Mama Possum.
That's who
me.
you're gonna be. Okay.
Or something else.
I will have some ridiculous unicorn name. I don't know. I haven't decided yet.
Supreme Sunshine Sparklebutt. How's that?
Okay, that will be my new name as leader of the magical unicorn
And
cult.
you will drive the Red Bull into the sea,
I will.
and all your unicorn sisters will
We'll
become foam.
We'll become foam and follow.
That's right.
And I will be the cult compound will be by some water.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yes.
For both narwhals and
Yeah.
for
Either way.
narwhals.
Either way it'll be by the water, which I honestly hate the ocean with every fiber of my being, but I feel like that's also why I worship it.
Yeah, that could be part of your daily
Yes.
your daily sermons. It's 2 hours of you screaming
At the
obscenities
ocean.
at the ocean.
Yeah, pretty much. I feel like that's a thing that would happen.
We already know that I love to scream obscenities at the ocean, specifically the things in it.
Yes. That would be
I feel like this is a good. This is our retirement plan.
okay.
You know,
Excellent. Only how long do we have to wait before this goes into effect?
I mean, whenever we start getting tributes from our listeners, hint.
Oh yeah. And on that note, this has been the Clockwork Cabaret, possibly a new cult. I don't know.
Tune in next week to find out.
She is Lady Attercop.
And they are Emmett Davenport.
And it's not work we do.
It's love.
It's 1:45. Oh, I must get a little hand put on that watch.
Aye, it's about time you were tuned into Mad Wasp Radio. Always the best coming out of the nest. Aye, thank you all.